Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Allie's Amazing Scents. If you're new here, my name is Allison, your independent Scentsy consultant, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all of the scents that will be in the new spring summer catalog. So new scents plus all the other scents. So before we get started on that, I did want to do a really quick unboxing of a small package that I got today. That's not really worth doing its own video, but this has a few items from the Valentine's Day collection, which I did share some of those in my last haul video, but this has the oil in it. So I'm really excited about the oil. We have the Valentine's Day oil 3-pack. And actually there's two of them because one of them is for a customer, so that can go there. And then I also got the bars, which I also showed you guys in my last haul video from a friend of mine that had gotten them when she closed out a party. But basically there's a floral, a fruity, and a citrus to my nose. Don't have the notes here. So Together Forever, that's like the floral one. It's Love. Ooh, that's nice. That's a citrus one. And I actually do have the notes for that. I got it in the lotion, the body, the hand cream. And that is Tangy Tangerine, Raspberry Blossom, and Sparkling Sugar. And then You're the One. And this is a fruity one. It's pretty light, though. Yeah, that's pretty light to my nose. So, anyway, I already shared those with you guys. I'm not going to get into it again, but let's quickly look at the Valentine's Day oil 3-pack. Scentsy puts out these little oil 3-packs during different collections that we have, like the summer collection, the harvest collection, holiday collection, that type of thing. And they are smaller than our 15-ounce bottles that you get in the catalog. You get 3 5-ounce bottles, so that's pretty fun. Okay, so the first one that we're going to smell is called New Love Jitters. New Love Jitters. So that smells like a citrus. I'm getting, and of course these are different, you know, than when you diffuse them because they're really concentrated right now, but I'm getting like an orange with kind of a fresh note. Vibrant bergamot greets mandarin orange with a bouquet of jasmine. Okay. And then the next one we have is pink berries and bubbly. That sounds good. I like anything bubbly. Ooh. I get a lot of the sweet berry note. Yeah, that one's really sweet. Strawberry and raspberries splash in a shower of champagne bubbles. So far that one's my favorite. And then the last one is called Roses and Romance. And let's see here. That must be a floral. Oh, rose. Yep, I'm getting the rose. Soft rose embraces geranium beneath a veil of sugar crystals. So this is pretty floral. Kind of a powdery floral. That's probably my third favorite. They're all good. They're all going to be fun, but I think Pink Berries and Bubbly would be my number 1. New Love and Jitters would be number 2, and then Roses and Romance would be my number 3. But they're all good, like I said. So those are a fun way to try, you know, special oils that are not in the catalog without having to make a big commitment because they are, you know, the little 5 milliliter bottles. But they do last a while. I actually just busted open my second oil pack that I had from last summer, the summer collection. Okay, so speaking of summer, let's talk about the new catalog. I'm so excited for this. Spring, summer is my season. This is my preferred season for scents. I love fresh, fruity, floral, all of those. And this catalog has a lot to offer. So first we'll start with the new releases. There are 10 of them. And I have to admit, I haven't smelled anything else, but I couldn't help myself, and I did smell these, and I like every single one of them. Every single one of them I will be ordering in full bar size. I didn't get the 10-pack consultant bundle with the full size because I thought I would just smell my testers, but turns out I love all of them, so. Okay, so the first one we have is called Appletini Splash, and it is like a bright green, and it is described as green apple and nashi pear, stir up with a big splash of simple syrup. So I do get a lot of that sweet green apple note in here. I feel like this one is probably gonna be my least favorite out of all the new releases. It's good, but I just hope that that green apple isn't too much. Sometimes green apple can be a little bit overwhelming for me. Like, oh, there was one from the Life's a Garden collection that I didn't really care for, and then there was one from the Jelly Bean collection that had a green apple in it. And I think that was just because it was too sweet, because it was a Jelly Belly one. But anyway, okay, moving on. The next one is Clementine Cupcake. So this is, sorry, Appletini Splash was in the fruity category. Clementine Cupcake is going to be in the bakery category. And it is this pretty orange colored wax. That's nice. I get the, I do get a little bit of citrus, but I get that bakery note. That carb note in there. That's good. It says, a warm vanilla cupcake infused with sweet clementine and sprinkled with lemon sugar. So I think that's a fun bakery one for the spring, summer, because you have the bakery in there, but then the citrus kind of lightens it up a little bit. So that'll be really fun. And the bakery category did get cut quite a bit, so I think this will be a nice addition to it. The next one we have is in the fresh category, and it is called Cocoa Nuts for Cocoa Nuts. Cocoa Nuts, in parentheses, for Cocoa Nuts. I love coconut smells, so that's nice. It's a little bit light. You know, it's really hard to get a good feel for the scent in a tester. So it might be stronger in the bar. That's pretty good though. It says, an ocean breeze weaves along a coastline lush with wild coconut and tiare flower. So you do have the floral in there. And it seems like they have put floral notes in quite a bit of these new releases, which I love floral. That's fine with me. But if you don't love floral, you know, I'm not so sure about that. The next one is Daydream Oasis. This is also in the fresh category. And Scentsy describes this as lose yourself in sweet melon and visions of luminous pear leaf and water lily. So we have melon, pear leaf, and water lily. That's nice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Make a Splash, but not as strong on the melon. Or just not as strong in general. Kind of a toned down version, which Make a Splash is not my favorite scent. This kind of reminds me of it. I'm actually going to set this aside because when we get to the category that has Make a Splash, I want to compare them. The next one is Paradise Petals. This is in the floral category, and it's this pretty orange wax. It doesn't look as orange on camera. Neroli and orange zest beckon from a utopia of tropical white blooms. This one's very light. Okay. I get a little bit of a citrus with the orange zest, Little bit of floral, but this is the lightest one that I've smelled so far. Paradise Petals. The next one is Pineapple Mango. So this is in the citrus category, actually, and it is described as a bright blend of sweet pineapple and juicy mango softened by passion flower. So we have pineapple, mango, and passion flower. That's really nice. It's actually pretty sweet with the mango and the pineapple. I would almost call this more of a fruity scent than a citrus. But I guess pineapple is pretty acidic. That's nice. I think that would be really nice like in a body scent. That's fun. So that's pineapple, mango. And then the next one is Pink Rhubarb Sugar. So it is red. And it is described as fruity category. Pink rhubarb sweetened with sparkling raspberry and an extra scoop of sugar. Ooh, I really like this. Okay, so this, I'm getting a lot of citrus. I feel like this is more citrus. So I feel like maybe pineapple mango should have been fruity. They could have switched them and had this one been citrus. Because you get that tartness, which must be from the rhubarb. Rhubarb is very tart on its own. And usually you will eat it with sugar on it. So that, you know, they did add the sugar there. And then the sparkling raspberry. Okay. Really like that. I feel like it's citrusy, clean, a little bit effervescent maybe even. Kind of reminds me a little bit of maybe like rainbow sherbet meets pomegranate prosecco kind of vibes. Anyway, so that is probably one of my favorites. That's Pink Rhubarb Sugar. The next one is Shoreline Drive, and this is in the fresh category, and it's this really pretty blue wax, and it is described as take the scenic route with dewy greens and passion flower as sea mist guides away. So dewy greens, passion flower, and sea mist. And this is really nice. This actually reminds me of Sand Swept, but maybe with a little bit more of a green note. So I'm going to hold this one out too to compare it to Sand Swept. And I love Sand Swept. It was in my club till I found out it was coming back. It was a new release last year. So let's compare those. I think those are pretty similar, actually. Sand Swept is considered a citrus, though, and this is considered a fresh. The next one is Summer Moonlight. And it's this pretty light purple color. And it is described as fresh strawberries, sparkling along sweet pea, and shimmering sandalwood. So good. So I think this one is actually my favorite. That's really good. It's in the fruity category, but you have the fruit from the strawberries, you have the floral from the sweet peas, and then you have the woods from the shimmering sandalwood. So you have all of those different families playing together in here, and they play very well together, at least in this little tester. So very excited to try that one. It's like a sweet floral, you know, and not powdery at all or anything. That one's really, really good. And then Paradise Petals. I missed this one. This is floral. Wait, we did smell that one. That's the one I said was really light. Okay, so the last one is White Amber and Teak. So it's this kind of tan color. And it is described as alluring amber and teak flirt with fresh bergamot. Teak is a type of wood. Okay, I'm really excited about this one. Yes, it does remind me of sheer leather, but it reminds me more of a Bath and Body Works scent. I don't know if they still have it, but it was called Mahogany and Teakwood. And I loved that scent in candles. And they had told me at one time that it was like their best selling fragrance. And this reminds me a lot of that. Amber, teak, and bergamot. And I think that one had bergamot in it too. Yes, if you guys remember that one, I don't know if it's still around, but Bath and Body Works Mahogany and Teakwood. This is a great comparison. White, amber, and teak. Okay, so those are the new releases. Like I said, I don't dislike any of them. My favorites are probably Summer Moonlight, Pink Rhubarb, Sugar, and Pineapple Mango are probably my top 3. But they're all really, really good. So, let's move on to the rest of the catalog. Everything that was a new release last spring summer, so spring summer 2021, has made its way back in the catalog, which is great. And in fact, a lot of those I had in my club, and pretty much everything that I had in my bi-monthly Scentsy club has come back. So I've been able to make some changes in there for, you know, some of the winter items and bring back my bar and whatnot. Anyway, we got a lot to cover, so let's get going here. The fruity category is first here in the catalog, and this is probably the biggest. Fruity, well, maybe fresh is. The fruity and fresh both have a lot of different scents in them. The first one, I'm just going to pick them out of here. They're not going to be in the order of the catalog alphabetically. First one is Prickly Pear and Agave. This is a really nice scent. It's in the fruity category, but like I said, yeah, it's fruity, but I feel like it's more of a floral sweet scent. This is described as prickly pear and agave are sweet as a desert sunset behind a dreamy veil of sheer petals. This is about a medium strong performer. And they had it in body, and I do have some of the body left, and it's really nice, but it's been discontinued from body. The next one is Apricot Vanilla. This is really nice, sweet, but I would call it like a medium performer. This is one of Heidi's favorites. Apricot Vanilla is heirloom peach, apricot, and vanilla ice cream tempt fate and everyone else. One of Heidi's favorites. She is one of the owners. And then the next one we have here is Pina Colada Cha Cha. This has been around for a while. That is a pina colada. You get the coconut and the pineapple. I don't get rum, but I actually can almost smell like the texture of the pineapple, of the coconut. It's really good. So that is Island Coconut and Zesty Pineapple lead, white rum and vanilla bean follow. All right, the next one we have is Mahalo Coconut. This is a bestseller. This was a new release, not last spring, summer, but the year before that. And this is described as paradise is only a whiff away with floral Hawaiian lei and violet over fresh, fruity pineapple and coconut. This came out in body for the Mother's Day collection this last year. And I also had a bar left of it in wax, which when I found out it was coming back, I put it in my office, and I have it going right now in my office. It's really nice. It is about a medium performer. You know, I wouldn't put it in an open concept, but it's nice for a smaller area, an office, a bedroom, bathroom, that type of thing. The next one we have is Skinny Dippin'. And this is described as fresh green apples perfectly harmonized with refreshing melons and juicy pears. Okay, this is actually pretty light in this tester, but I have smelled it before in other testers, and I can barely smell it in here, but I remember thinking that there was something in there that I wasn't crazy about, and it's probably the green apple. But you can get that in a brick also in Scentsy Club. The next one we have is Mad for Melon. I've never warmed this one. Once again, pretty light in here. And this was new last year, I believe. It's a bestseller. Juicy Honeydew Melon, fresh from the vine, is adorned with freesia and wild poppy. And I don't know. It's okay on cold in the warm, in the tester. But it doesn't really, you know, get me too excited. Pineapple Pucker. This is just a nice, just straight pineapple scent. That's what all it is pineapple. And this is fresh pineapple steals the show in this eye-opening tropical production. This is just pineapple. This is really nice. It's a good mixer for summer fruity scents. I do prefer Havana Cabana over that for pineapple scents, but it is still really nice. The next one is Peach Nectar. And this was new, not this last season, but spring, summer of, I guess it would have been 2020. And that's good. It's just light. But it is delicate peach skin and blue freesia settle into a bed of billowy musk clouds. So yeah, it's nice. I do like peach scents. Reminds me a little bit of the peach in Love and Kisses Mini. I just wish it was a little bit stronger. And then the next one we have is Camo Camu. This is a really nice one. This is a classic, been around for a long time. That is just, it's really good. Tropical Oasis of Lush Mandarin, Camo Camu, and Passion Fruit. Really good. And the next one is, Snapdragon. This was new last season. This is Exotic Blood Orange and Sparkling Pink Pineapple are punctuated by Fierce Snapdragon. I don't know. It's okay. It doesn't really like stick out to me, but it's okay. I feel like I pick up a little bit of like an apple note in there, actually. Not sure why. And then Watermelon Tangerine. This is probably a bestseller. Yep, it is. That's nice. Watermelon slices spiked with juicy tangerine and dewy greens. And my girls really like that one too. I think that is available in body as well, or it will be starting February 1st when these all come out. The next one, I'm so excited to see this make the catalog because this was probably my favorite scent of the month for 2021, and it was in my club, but now I can take it out because I can get it anytime, and it is Plumeria Peach. So good. This was the, it was the August. No, what am I saying? Not August. April. I think it was the April scent of the month. It was in the spring. Oh, that is so good. So ripe pineapple and luscious peach blend sweetly over a bed of blooming plumeria. So it's like a fruity with a little bit of the floral from the plumeria. Really nice and very strong. I remember smelling this when I was outside on the street, and my windows were open in my house last spring. So that is a powerhouse. I love it, and I'm so excited it's in club. The next one is a well-loved scent. Yep, it's a bestseller. Johnny Appleseed. Just picked Macintosh pops with apple peels and a hint of crisp pear, but it's mostly just fresh apples. Oh, that's so good. Year-round, that's good. Love it in the fall, but it's also like a nice fresh apple for spring, summer. And this is one of my husband's favorite scents. Look at that. The whole thing just came out of the plastic. Yeah, my husband loves that scent. Next one is Disney Princess. True Love Awaits. And that's going to be in a different part of the catalog with the license stuff. And this is, it is described as enter a kingdom where enchanting ripe raspberry, sparkling mandarin, and a kiss of sweet vanilla write the perfect fairy tale ending. So this does remind me of Cloudberry Dreams, but a little bit more fruity, more raspberry. And I don't think this one has rose in it like that one does, but they're kind of similar to me. It's good. I like that one in the bathroom. Maddie also likes that for her room a lot. The next one in the fruity is, I'm surprised this isn't a bestseller, Berry Bright. This was new a couple years ago. Blue raspberry and fresh clementine light the way to sweet sugar plum. So I've heard a lot of people compare this to Blueberry Brush as well as Aladdin 3 Wishes. It does remind me of Aladdin 3 Wishes. To me, it's just okay. I've had this like in the scent circle. I don't think I'm a big fan of like that artificial berry scent, which is what I get with this. I do like plum, but not in there. The next one is a favorite of mine. This was also my club, and I've been able to take it out. And it is Rainbow Sherbet. It says, it's a classic. Orange zest, sugared strawberry, and key lime zing just like the real thing. And it does smell just like raspberry sherbet. And this is a powerhouse. Super strong. It's sweet, but then you have that zing from the lime in there. Oh, so good. I love it. I love that scent. Next one is Go-Go Mango. And this is described as juicy mango and melon garnished with hibiscus and sweet banana flower. This is nice. I've never warmed it in wax. I've had the pods, and the pods were okay. They did last a long time. But yeah, it's okay. Next one is Totally Mini. So this is another licensed Disney scent. And I remember this one being fairly light. I did warm this in my daughter's room, but it was fairly light. So, wrong page here. This is part classy and part sassy. This sweet blend of pink melon, hibiscus blooms, and juicy apple is full of fun and totally Minnie Mouse. In my opinion, it's not nearly as good as Love and Kisses Mini, but at least we have a Minnie Mouse scent back and a Mickey Mouse scent. Mickey Mouse and Friends. So this is not the Mickey Mouse scent. This is Mickey Mouse and Friends. I love this. I actually just changed out the pods of this in my laundry room because you can get it in pods now. So good. So celebrate everlasting friendship with a fragrance almost as sweet thanks to Georgia Peach, accented with pops of orange peel and vanilla. But I just get like a candy peach, like those peach rings. That's what this smells like. It's really strong. It's a great performer, open concept worthy. So it's just a really fun, summertime scent. And then we have Black Raspberry Vanilla. This is the #1 selling Scentsy scent of all time. And it is delicious. This one can come out too? No. Delicious, sun-sweetened dark berries warmed with vanilla. So this is in the catalog year-round. It's nice. I've actually never warmed it in wax form, but my sister-in-law loves it. And like I said, it's the best-selling scent of all time. And then Cloudberry Dreams. So I think this is still going to stick around in the cleaning line this season. Yeah, you definitely do get a rose in there. Sweet raspberry and a whisper of rose soar through billowy bursts of peach and vanilla. So I just want to smell that one really quick next to Disney Princess. Yeah, they are similar, but Disney Princess is sweeter and it doesn't have that rose note. I actually like Cloudberry Dreams for in my bathroom, and I like it a lot for the bathroom cleaner. It's a really nice smell to clean your bathroom with. So that's fruity, and that was over a page in the new catalog. I kind of do the most relevant, biggest categories first, and then they go down from there. So that's the biggest one. I think there's some good choices in there. And then the next one is citrus. And this category, I'm happy, has grown this season. There wasn't a lot of citrus in the fall, winter, but I really like citrus scents, so this is exciting. The first one we have is Be Fabulous. So this is Bright Luminesso, sparkles against a splash of ruby grapefruit and sweet sugared musk. So this was a scent of the month in, I think it was 2020, and it made its way to the catalog last spring, summer, and now it has returned. It's really nice. I like grapefruit scents, so I like that one. The next one is Paradise Punch. I feel like this one's been around for a long time too. And it's just like a fruit punch. A melody of wild Indian orange, sunny lemon juice, acai berries, and starfruit. It just smells like fruit punch. Actually, I've never warmed that one though. Next one is Lemon Sorbet. Oh, this is nice. This is fresh cut lemon and grapefruit zest sweetened by sugar cane. So it's lemon, but it's a little bit sweeter than like Squeeze a Day. Sandswept. Okay, Sandswept. I love this one. And I think, I might have put, I did. I put Shoreline Drive in here and something else I didn't know. So I'll have to go back and dig through that. Oh, I bet it was that one that I said kind of smelled like Bath and Body Works. Okay, so Sandswept is delicious. This was also in my club. Blue Ocean Water breaks on the coastline over sandstone, driftwood, and pink lemon groves, which is probably what puts it in the citrus category. So nice. It's just a nice, clean, refreshing scent. I love to have this in my office or my bedroom. It's about a medium performer. And I'm really glad it made it back. So I'll smell that next to the new one, Shoreline Drive. Okay. So they're similar but different. Shoreline Drive has more of a green note to it. And I think it's going to be a little bit stronger than Sandswept, actually. But if you like Sandswept, you'll probably like Shoreline Drive. If you liked Now and Zen when that was around, you'll probably like Shoreline Drive. And then the next one, I'm just going to set that there because there's... The next one is Coconut Lemongrass. This is a classic, wonderful year-round scent of creamy tropical coconut and sunny bright lemongrass. I love to have this on hand to clean the air when there's just like bad odors in the air, food odors, whatnot. This one came out too. And it's strong. It's a great performer. You have the lemon scent from the lemongrass, but then the sweet coconut smooths it out. And I actually just ordered a brick of that. That's on its way in my next Scentsy Club. Next one is Coco Lime. This was new a couple years ago, I believe. Coconut milk and creamy vanilla get energized with a citrusy splash of fresh lime. So this is another good one for cleaning the air. It's great on its own. It's also awesome mixed with rainbow sherbet. Next one is Blue Grotto. This is Runaway with tropical notes, sweet citrus, and botanicals. So it's just kind of a generic citrus scent. Like, I don't know. Not like a fruity citrus. Almost a little bit of like a Fruit Loops vibe. It's okay. I thought the wax was okay. I have it in all-purpose cleaner right now, and that's actually pretty good. But I like it more in the cleaning products than the wax. The next one is Squeeze a Day. This was a scent of the month at one time, I believe, and has been in the catalog last couple spring summer seasons. That's just a really strong lemon. A tart and true fragrance of pure lemons balanced by a hint of vanilla cream. And then we have Havana Cabana. I was worried this wouldn't come back because I didn't put it in my club this time like I have before. Oh, that is so, so good. This has been around a long time too, with good reason. Luscious melody of pineapple, oranges, bananas, and berries. I mostly get pineapple, but I get a little bit of the banana. To me, this is more fruity than citrus. And to me, it's actually a really, really good performer. This is one of the first Scentsy scents that I fell in love with way back in the day. The next one is just Tangerine Creamsicle. This was new last season. And it's already a bestseller. Ooh, that is nice. I forgot how nice this is. This is Icy Tangerine blended with mango and vanilla cream. Icy Tangerine blended with mango and vanilla cream swirl make the sweetest tropical treat. So this reminds me of a fancy creamsicle. Like if you went to like a golf club, country club. This is like the kind of dessert that they would have there, in my mind. Really, really nice. I think my girls are going to like that. Next one is Oh Boy. This is the Mickey Mouse scent that we have now. And so let me turn to that page. This is Disney Oh Boy. In honor of a true original, juicy grapefruit, cheerily mixed with bright clementine and sugared vanilla is one of a kind, just like Mickey Mouse. See, to me, this isn't that unique. I kind of get like a fruit punch kind of scent to it. In fact, let me smell it next to Paradise Punch. Not as strong as Paradise Punch, but it's kind of just, to my nose, a fruit punch. It's nice, but yeah, it's whatever. Next one is, I'm guessing this is a bestseller. This is it doesn't say it, but a year-round scent, Sunkissed Citrus. Lively blend of oranges, lemons, limes, and grapefruit. So that is just a nice, clean citrus scent. It is in the cleaning line, and it is in a brick. You can get it in a brick in Scentsy Club year-round. And yeah, it's been around a long time. It's a staple. Okay, so what do we got here next? Floral. The next biggest, oh no, this is not the next biggest category, but there's quite a bit more floral because if you remember, Fall Winter Catalog had one floral, and that was Luna. So now we have several. The first one we have is Aloha Citrus. Kind of surprised this came back, but I guess it's been around for a while. A fresh tide of tangerine, jade, blossom, and vetiver. I didn't know this had vetiver in it. Interesting. That's really interesting. That's like a masculine cologne scent. But this is really fresh, sweet. To me, this is a citrus. To me, this should be in citrus. And in fact, it's called Aloha Citrus, but it's in floral. I've never worn the wax, but I have the room spray, and I really like the room spray. It's a nice one to have like in the bathroom, or actually I think it's by my cat box right now to freshen up the area. Aloha Citrus. And now I'm going to have to get a bar of it and see if I can pick up that vetiver more. Next one is Summer Holiday. This is a unique scent. This is really nice. Steal away to a sunny isle bursting with lush plumeria, tiger lily, and sweet orange, surrounded by vanilla and radiant amber. That's nice. I've heard people compare this to Maui Mist, which is a current Bring Back My Bar. Kind of along the same lines, but to me, Maui Mist is, a category of its own. I love that one. This is really, really nice, though. Almost put this in my club. It kind of reminds me of, I think this might have like a bit of like a tobacco leaf somewhere in the notes. I get a little bit of, it kind of reminds me of a fancy lady smoking, but not like dirty cigarette smoke. Like just, she's a fancy lady with her long skinny cigarette, but she's got her perfume on and everything. And that's a vibe I get from Summer Holiday, but I like it. It's really nice. The next one is Hibiscus Pineapple. That's a bestseller. And this is hibiscus, pineapple, and a touch of sweet mandarin tell an enchanting tropical tale. So this is pretty sweet. It's a floral, but it's sweet with that pineapple and mandarin. It's a bestseller. This came out a couple years ago. I think it was 2020 that this came out. And we also have it in body. So that's a nice one. It's about a medium performer. The next one is a classic, and it is Lilacs and Violets. You have to like florals to like this one, but I love it. Perfect combination of lilacs and violets, the smell of spring. A lot of people say this is just too floral, too powdery, whatever. I love it. It does smell just like lilacs, which is one of my favorite flowers. So that's probably why I enjoy it so much. It's an authentic floral to me, and I love it. Lilacs and Violets. It's been around for a long time in spring, summer, so I'm glad it came back. The next one, which has also been around and is also a very strong floral, is Lush Gardenia. The creamy full scent of classic gardenia with a whisper of tuberose. Yeah, that one is more of a floral, like a traditional powdery kind of old lady floral. But I have a friend that she loves that one. She loves gardenias. And the next one is a popular one. This might be a bestseller. It doesn't say it is, but Here Comes the Sunflowers. This was new a couple years ago as well. Sun-kissed petals and fruity musk celebrate all things spring with a sweet pop of strawberry. See, I don't get much smell from it in the tester. And this is one that I've never got around to warming either. So I'm going to have to try this. And after smelling that gardenia too, I really don't get much smell out of this tester. But a lot of people really, really love that one. So I'm glad that that came back. Two more in floral. Sun-soaked Petals. This is one of my favorites. I love this scent. This was a new release last spring, summer. And I put it in my club because I was surprised that it came back. I feel like a lot of people weren't crazy about this. I don't know if it's a current note in there, but it came back, and I love this scent. If this does go away again, it's going to my club again. Oh, that's so good. Newly opened daffodil petals, sunny currant, and water mint flourish in the sun. This was my favorite new release last time around. Oh, so good. Love that one. Love it, love it, love it. And that one's really strong. To my nose, it's open concept worthy. The next category is probably my favorite category if I had to choose one, and that is fresh. I'm a fresh girl at heart, but I've really grown a lot and, expanded, but used to be pretty much just about the fresh scents. So the first one we have is Just Breathe. This is like a eucalyptus type scent. This is Breathe deeply as soothing eucalyptus, zesty lemon, and a melody of mints comfort and rejuvenate. This is another one I've never had in wax that I need to try. I've had it in pods, and I really liked it in my Scentsy Go in pods. Pretty strong performer, but haven't tried it in wax. But I think it would be really nice, it's that fresh eucalyptus. It's not the medicinal. If you liked eucalyptus wreath, you'd probably like that. The next one we have is Iridescent Pearl. And this was a new one a couple years ago as well. This is lustrous layers of ripe, juicy mango and apple blossom wind down with tranquil water lotus. Yeah, so this is pretty, but it's really, really light. And I've heard it's light in, different forms, not just wax. But if you are sensitive to smell scents, or, you're gifting something that you don't want to be too strong, this is a good one for that. I have a friend who's really sensitive to scents, and she does like that one. The next one is Amazon Rain. This is a bestseller, available year-round. Set off on a rainforest romp, swirling with sweet notes of melon, orange zest, coconut milk, and sultry night blooming jasmine. Yeah, so a lot of people love this, year-round bestseller. Even though I like fresh, there's something in this that I don't know, I'm not crazy about. So that's Amazon Rain. But a lot of people, like I said, do like that. And I think that one will be in laundry this season. Yes. So you can get it in all the laundry products as well. And several other products. Next one is Atlantic Air. I love this scent. My brother, this is like his favorite scent, and my sister-in-law, she loves it as well. It's just fresh, clean air. It says, a refined veil of ocean mist, sea salt, and white orchid. That is so good. That is so good. Love it. It's a good performer too. The next one is 100 Acre Woods. This is a Disney scent, and it's nice, but it's really light. Once again, like my friend who's really sensitive to smells, she likes this one. And this is described as, grab your favorite hand and wander through a friendly forest swirling with cotton blossoms, wild jasmine, and sweet cozy vanilla. So it's a beautiful scent. It's just not strong enough for me. It actually, sorry, when they had it in the scent packs, I liked it in the scent packs in my daughter's Eeyore Buddy, but really light. And I've had this tester, so I got the transition tester kit, so they don't give you like returning scents in there, or, you know, scents from the last catalog. So I've had this one for a while now, and look at the color. I don't know if you can see that. It's supposed to be a purple, and it's like this weird gray color now. Just turn that. Sometimes bars do discolor, and that doesn't affect their performance, but it's just kind of interesting. The next one we have is Magnolia Linen. Excited to see this come back. This was new last spring, summer. And it is described as, oh, it's a bestseller. Sun-washed linen dances in the breeze among a garden of magnolia and honeysuckle. So linen, magnolia, and honeysuckle. And if you haven't heard, this is debuting in the laundry line in this catalog as well. So this is going to be really nice in laundry because it's like clean breeze with a floral note. So nice. I love that one. I stocked up on it at the end of last spring, summer. So I'm glad that it's back. Pink Cotton. This is another one that was in my club and I was able to take out. This is Find Your Fantasy on a Cloud of Clean Cotton, swirled with fruity pink berries and vanilla sugar. So that is a really nice one. And I think that one is in laundry as well. Yes, that will still be available in laundry. So good. It is no longer in body, but that's okay because you can still enjoy it in other forms. Jammy Time, one of my all-time favorite scents. Oh, I love this scent so much. Drift into Dreamland with Baby Freesia, Lavender, and Sweet Pea. So good. And it's actually stronger than you would think. My next Scentsy Club order, I'm going to get a brick of this. I love it. And everyone in my house loves it. Make a Splash. So it says that this is a bestseller. This was new to the catalog last spring, summer. And it is described as dewy melon and fresh green apple dive into a refreshing turquoise waters. This is the one I was going to compare to one of the new ones. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Make a Splash. Maybe it's that green apple. I thought it was like a watery melon note that I wasn't liking in there, but now I'm kind of wondering. I got through the bar I had, but like I said, I wasn't crazy about it. It did good in my girls' room, and I did end up mixing it with Plumeria Peach one time, which was better. But to me, it's just not my favorite. But a lot of people like it, and it is going to be available in the body line now, this new catalog. So that's exciting for a lot of people. What one was that I was thinking that kind of smelled like? Daydream Oasis. Did I put that back in here? I've lost my Daydream Oasis. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that one. I better stop looking for it because this is going to be a long video. Anyway, Make a Splash is coming back in wax as well as the body line. And I think, is it coming out in cleaning? Let me just look here really quick. Oh, it is. It's new to cleaning. It'll be an all-purpose concentrate, bathroom cleaner, counter clean, and dish soap. So I think a lot of people will be excited about that. And, you know, maybe it will be better in those products. Sometimes different scents perform different, you know, in different products. Sorry, I'm really tired. By the Sea. This is a year-round scent. This is really nice. This is a strong one too. And this is described as bestseller, the scent of ocean air wafting through dewy seaside grass. This reminds me of Davidoff Cool Water Cologne, if you've ever smelled that. That's what this reminds me of. Really good. I haven't warmed it in a while just because it's like always available, but that is a powerhouse. Yeah, that's a good one. French Lavender. I was glad this one came back. This is just a nice herbal lavender. Pure herbal fragrance of wild lavender from the hills of France. That is really nice. My only qualm with it is it doesn't last very long. But I love lavender scents, and this is just a nice, authentic herbal lavender. The next one is one of my favorite scents, and this is Marvel 9 Realms. So this is also a licensed item, a licensed bar. Oh, I love this so much. A heroic mix of lime zest and blue tea keep you connected to the universe, while lavender lightning really packs a punch. Something's packing a punch in here because this is a strong performer. I can use about half of the wax I normally use when I warm this. And it's so good. It's fresh. It's like a young masculine type scent. Oh, I love it. If that ever goes away, that will definitely go in my club. The next one is Lavender Cotton. So this is described as find your magical moment in purple lavender, soft cotton, and daisy blossom. See, I love lavender and I love fresh cotton scents, but to me, when I smell the wax, it smells like an old lady. It's like an old lady floral, and I don't like it at all. I've never tried it in anything just because I've never been happy with how it smelled in the tester. A lot of people do like it, and so that's great. The next one is it's a bestseller, available year-round in many products, and this is Aloe Water and Cucumber. Aloe water, cucumber peel, palm frond, and pineapple nectar are oh so mellow. This is just a classic clean scent. It's great. Pretty universal scent. I think it would appeal to most people. And it's actually fairly strong. It performs pretty well in an open concept. So this is a great scent. I love it in cleaning, all the things, body, everything. This is just, like I said, it's a really universal scent. I think it is going away in some of the body. Maybe the soap. Oh, sugar. No, it's available in everything except sugar scrub. So yeah, that's good. I like that. I like it in the all-purpose cleaner. Next one is Clothesline. This is crisp greens, orange flower, creamy violet, and white wicker basket will let you savor the scent of just washed laundry. So this is nice, and it's really, really, really strong. I've put a tester in my bathroom before, the wax from a tester, and it performed awesome. It also does well in the car. It's just it's a strong scent. It does have floral in it. You do get the floral, so if you're not, you know, crazy about that, then Clean Breeze is a little bit more of just a standard laundry, but this has a few other things in it, but it's really nice. So, speaking of Clean Breeze, we're going to smell that one next. And I love this scent. White florals with a touch of spring. This is a scent of fresh, clean laundry. Oh, so good. For some reason, this tester is not very strong. Oh, there it is. Yeah, because I was going to say, I know this is a strong scent. This is a nice, strong scent. And it's really, really good in laundry. But for whatever reason, probably like copyright reasons, they had to change the name of it in laundry. So Clean Breeze is what it's called in wax. But in laundry, they actually call it Scentsy Clean. But it's really nice. It's just clean laundry. You don't have the florals in there. It's just clean laundry. That's another one I want to get in the brick here. Okay, the next one. This is a good one. Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze. So this was a scent of the month last, I think it was May. I think it came out with the succulent warmer. That is nice. Bright palm leaf and fresh coconut water sway to the rhythm of an ocean breeze. It does have a little bit of that watery aquatic note in it, but it's really, really nice. Okay, the next one is Newborn Nursery, and this just smells like baby powder. It's really strong, and it smells like baby powder. Fresh, clean, and powdery, this dreamy scent evokes memories of cradling your little ones. I remember I used to have a scent pack of this hanging in Maya's nursery when she was a baby, and it was strong in the scent pack. So it's a little bit strong, in my opinion, in the wax to put in a nursery. But I guess you could do like half a cube or something. But if you like baby powder, you will like that one. Coral Waters. This was another one that was a new fragrance last spring, summer, and has made its way back. And they say it's a bestseller. And it is described as lush nectarine blossom and peony bloom along bright, clear coral waters. So that is nice and fresh. This actually reminds me of Star Wars Light Side of the Force. So I'm not sure why, but if you like that, you'll probably like this. This was just okay for me in the wax. I mean, I liked it, but as far as fresh goes, it was just okay. But it's coming out in laundry this season. The two new scents are Magnolia Linen and Coral Waters in laundry. And I think it's going to be really nice in laundry. I definitely want to try that. Aloe Water and Cucumber is going away, and so is Windowsill Breeze, but they're being replaced by those ones, which will be really nice for spring. The last one, I think this was supposed to go in fruity, but we must have not talked about it. A sugared strawberry. That's just a sugared strawberry. Yeah, that's fruity. Sorry. A blend of luscious strawberries, juicy currants, and California sun-kissed lemons. So that's not a fresh. That was a fruity that got mixed up here in my little bags that I have. Okay, we are getting towards the end here. Got 1 page left. Well, 2 pages. 2.5. Woods is the next category. I love wood scents, and this category has decreased this season. But that's okay. We still have some good ones in here and some ones that I'm really happy returned. First one is Satin Sheets. I love this. It's a white wax with a red cover. And I almost put this in my club. I'm glad it came back because I didn't. This is a classic. Sensual and earthy sandalwood, perfectly paired with rich, warm vanilla. So this has been around for a long time. And it's really nice. It's great in the bedroom and it is strong. It's one of those scents to me where I smell, after I sniff it, I can like still smell it in my nose when like if I walk outside after I smell it. It's the weirdest thing, but really like that one. My mom loves it. She's going to be glad it's back. The next one, I'm so happy this is back because it's one of my favorite scents. This was in my club too, so I've taken it out since. Bonfire Beach. This is a bestseller. And it is toasted marshmallow smoldering over white flint and sandalwood, harmonized with salty sea air and ocean spray. You guys, this is so, so good. It just reminds me of summertime, like a hot summer day. You have the campfire on the beach with the marshmallows. So good. And this is a powerhouse. This is really strong. It's also strong in car bar clips, car bars, pods, all the things. Next one we have is Mystery Man. This is a year-round scent. And this is described as warm white cedar, green verbena, and citrusy bergamot in a perfectly spiced, sensual fragrance. So it's just like a masculine cologne scent. It's nice. The other one that's similar, but I think slightly better, is My Hero. This was originally in a Father's Day collection a couple years ago. And it's been in the catalog. This will be the 3rd season consecutive that's been in the catalog. So that's a good sign. And this is Cool Citrus and White Birch. Ride a current of crisp air. It's a little bit more mature, I think, than Mystery Man. Mystery Man's like a younger guy wearing cologne. And this is like a, not an old man, but like a little bit more of a mature scent. The next one is one of my favorites, and I was so glad that it came back the way it did. And this is Coastal Sunset. This is a bestseller. This was new last spring, summer. Creamy coconut and sandalwood set the scene for warm amethyst amber. So you have the wood notes with the sandalwood and the amethyst amber, but then you have the coconut in there. So it's like a woody coconut scent. So nice. I love this. Like I said, it's in my, well, it was in my club because I wanted to make sure if it didn't come back that I would have it. But it's also coming in the cleaning line this season. So the new ones to cleaning this season are Make a Splash and Coastal Sunset. And I am thrilled to try Coastal Sunset in the cleaning. Here's a picture of the cleaning. So it's going to be in all the cleaning stuff. Yeah, all-purpose concentrate, bathroom cleaner, counter clean, and dish soap. And I'm going to try them all. The next one is Weathered Leather. This is just a basic leather scent. So this is, yeah, it's like if you were smelling like a leather belt or like new leather in a shoe store. Step into an old-fashioned saddle shop brimming with dark suede, tooled leather, and vintage saddles over a backdrop of oak. So I think this would be a good one in your car if you have leather seats. I've never warmed it, but it is just like leather. And then the last category we have is not the popular kid this season because there's only 2 scents in there, which I think is what they did last season, and that is spice. And we have a Scentsy Classic, which is Welcome Home. This is available year-round, and this is warm and welcoming cinnamon and spices, and that's what it is. So for all of you spice lovers, this is a good one that you can have year-round since we can't get a lot of the other spices. And then Cinnamon Vanilla. This went away last spring, summer. It didn't come into the fall-winter catalog, but it's back now. So that's good for all of the spice lovers. I don't like that. I'm not a spice fan, and I don't like that. I like Welcome Home better if I had to choose. This is inviting blend of vanilla beans, cinnamon, coconut, and cassia. Too cinnamon heavy for me. But anyway, that is all the fragrances that are coming back. So super excited. There are other products in here. There's new stuff in cleaning, body, lots of pods, more pods than we've ever had. I think. Maybe not, but there's a lot of pods, a lot of great pods. There is a mini fan diffuser that's black now instead of just the white ones. And I'll show you probably the two things that I am most excited about. Well, there's there's a few. I love this new Edison 40-watt warmer, the rock one. That's really cool. This is cool too with the marble. I think that's kind of a popular style right now. I like this poppy one. I think it's going to go really good with my Lavender Love warmer. And then one more thing I want to show you that I'm really excited about is just beautiful is a new diffuser shade. They're getting rid of one that is actually my favorite diffuser shade, so I'm glad that I have it. But the one they're replacing it with is awesome. Like it's its own page because it's so pretty. Look at that. How cool is that? So that is the Explore. So here it is on with probably the blue color, and then that's just the regular light. The premium diffusers, well, both are diffusers. You can switch through and change the lights. And this is just a shade. You don't, if you have a base, you can put any shade on the base. So those are some of the things I'm excited about, but I'm just excited about the whole catalog overall in general. And we have some fun new oils coming out. A lot of great things. So yeah, that is the whole catalog. We are over an hour in. So if you're still here, thank you. I'm sorry it was kind of drawn out, but that's a whole catalog. Let me know what you guys are excited about for the new catalog. Which new releases are you excited for? Have you tried any of them? And what other products are you looking forward to trying besides wax this coming season? This catalog launches February 1st through July 31st, I believe. So it'll be here soon. And I look forward to sharing some of the products with you guys as I get to try them. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.